Hey guys, Michael with Quiet Lawn here. Here to make another boring whiteboard video. The topic of this video is the revenue breakdown for 2022, and we're going to compare it to 2021 and see how we did. Sorry this took until June, but we had a whole mess with switching to an accountant last year that ended up being a lot of trouble, and we had to switch to another accountant, and it took them a long time to clean up everything that was done last year from the accountant that we had to let go. But I just wanted to compare each year. We do this video each year to compare and see how we did. As I've told you guys in the past, my goal is to transition our revenue more and more each year to recurring revenue and also to higher margin services. So that's a big goal of mine, and that's kind of what we continue to work for with what we're doing. So let's look at 2022. Total, we did $277,000 in revenue for 2021. For 2021. 37% of that was mowing, a little over $100,000. 31% of that was fertilization and weed control, $86,000. Gardening, which would be mulch, shrub trimming, gardening services, that was 19% at $52,000. And then Christmas lights, which we've really tried to grow, was $35,000 or 13%. So let's look at 2022 and see how it compared. We did a lot more in revenue. We went from $277,341 to $442,000 in revenue. So we had a good jump. I didn't write the percentage. I think it was maybe a 60% growth or something, which is about average. We've been growing between 30 and 50% a year. That's a little bit more than normal. 2022 in mowing, of that 442,000, 31% was mowing. You can see that was down from 37% the year before. So mowing is our lowest margin service. So that's good to me because it shows me that we are more of our revenue is coming from the higher margin services. Fertilization and weed control was 29%, down a little bit. That is a high margin service, but it did increase a significant amount. It was just we increased in other areas a lot too, but I do like to see that grow, and I would like to see that be a much larger part of our revenue. Gardening, we did $70,000, which was 16% of our revenue. You can see that was down a little bit, which is good. I'm trying to get away from one-time services like this, which would be like mulch installs, things like that. So that's a good sign to see that trending down. Christmas lights had a big jump last year. Christmas lights actually was about 120,000 or 125,000, but we had I think about 25 grand that we didn't collect until early this year. So that's not counted in last year's revenue. But we had a significant growth in our Christmas light business, which is good because that's a huge source of recurring revenue in the winter, and it's the key to being able to keep our guys working throughout the winter. And luckily we were able to do that, and we were able to keep everybody employed and generate that extra revenue. October, November, a little bit of December, and then January to take everything down. Other, it was about 2%. We had some other little small services on the side that constituted that remaining amount. But overall, really good growth year over year. Like I said, we grew probably 60% or so. We continued to grow in the areas that are recurring, predictable revenue, which is good. This year, how we're looking so far is probably we're not going to have nearly this much growth, the 60%. I think we're going to grow maybe 20% or something like that. I've had to put a lot of my attention into one of my other businesses that requiring a lot more of my attention. But we're continuing to grow. We're continuing to grow these more profitable services. We're continuing to grow the more recurring stuff. But I think next year will be, between 500,000 and 600,000, maybe more, depending on the situation. But we are getting more efficient. We're doing it with every year. We're doing that with less and less people. I have 2 full-time guys in the field right now, basically doing a $500,000 worth of revenue. Of course, in the Christmas season, we'll have to hire some more seasonally. We have just hired a part-timer, so really right now we're running about 2.5 employees. This year's looking good. You know, as soon as I have more information, I'll make a video on that. But this is our breakdown. This is how we did in 2022. I hope your year was really good for you as well. I'd be curious to see how this year is going for you guys, to see if you've noticed any changes with the economy, with inflation, if that's affected your business. I know we have seen, you know, some decreases in the amount of leads, and you know, people are a lot more price conscious than they were last year, but it hasn't made a significant difference. But you can definitely see see that the economy is turning. But thanks for watching. Hope you're all doing well. Have a great day.